My name is Johannes Frandsen. I am the product portfolio manager for cattle at our digital department at SEGES, and I'm looking forward to do this presentation for you. Sorry. And first of all, what is SEGES? SEGES is a nice place owned by the farmer with approximately 700 employees. You see our place here. We are part of what we call Agri-Food Park, where Agri-Food Park is a bigger place with a lot of innovative companies. Among them, Arla has their innovation facilities there with approximately 160 employees. And at a nice picture here, we are placed at the building with the red roofs. And as I said, I'm the product portfolio manager for cattle, and I'm business responsible for the management system we provide for our farmers, who is also our owners. We do provide the same management system with functions for the advisors and for the veterinarians. I'm also responsible for the central cattle database in Denmark, where we do collect and store all raw data for different kind of purposes. Among them, also the mandatory movement data that is required to do to the ministry due to the EU legislation. I'm also responsible for all the different kind of cattle-related data exchange we do have with a lot of different stakeholders. And in addition, or in connection to that, I can say I'm also part of a world placed data exchange group within the Society of ICAR, where we are looking at standardization of exchange of cattle. So what do we do at SEGES? Yes, we do a lot of different things within the agriculture business, providing different kind of services for our owners, who is the farmers. And it is not only services, it is also development, it is also research, etc. We do it within cattle, pigs, and field. We do it within economic. We do it within animal housing, organic production, and we are now very much looking in both climate and different kind of environmental impact of the production, and trying to help the farmer the best we can to get the best situation on that. And we do, of course, within our digital system, do a lot of different kind of management systems. So at the SEGES Digital, where we are at approximately 160 employees, from developers, from business analysts, from business responsible, etc. We have a goal that we want to provide the best tool for the farmer, so he can run his business most profitable. We do it within financial management. We do it within the field production and the cattle production. So looking into the cattle, or more specific, the dairy production, we provide, as I said, a management system for the farmer and for the advisor. And to provide the best possible service within that, we try to do as much automatically data exchange within the business between all kind of different stakeholders that are working for the farmers, as you can see on the round picture. Looking at our cattle digital systems, we do have the DMS, the Dairy Management System, that provides farm management, or herd management, I should say, on the herd and on the specific animal. We provide feeding and nutrition management system, provide a forecasting system and planning system, and also system for following up and doing production control, so to speak. He also has a smart phone application that they can use in the barn, and there's also possibilities to have a touchscreen solution to do this sort of daily management. They all connect up to this central cattle database with the raw data, and where we try to keep data and validate data as good as possible. So we have a high quality of data in this central database, and we have an agreement with the ministry that we do take care of the mandatory registration on movement data and medicine data, and transfer them to the ministry database, which, when we're talking medicine, is called VetStat. We also do have integration for the central database with the different kind of system that is used by the veterinarians, so we do get data automatically into the central database. When we're going to talk about the medicine data, it is important to know that the farmer is allowed to treat the animal with medicine, also for the first-time uses. But there's a lot of concern about the usage of medicine, and that the farmer uses too much medicine. So we have set up an agreement between the dairy business, the veterinarians, and the ministry controlling this usage of medicine. And there's different kind of agreements, but most dairy farmers, more than 85%, use what we call the extended agreement 2. And in that agreement, it is required that the veterinarian visit the farm once a week and do a clinical examination of the animal and identify specific herd problems. He also develop herd diagnosis that can be used by the farmer, and he has to do a report every 3rd month to document what is going on the farm. And the farmer himself has to do self-control, and he also have to record the treatments, which I'll try to demonstrate it here. That a typical case could be that the veterinarian prepare a herd visit, do it from reports in DMS and select areas for improvement. He visit the farm, doing different kind of clinical observations and even treatments if necessary. He will put data into the central cattle database, where it will be processed, and the veterinarian describes relevant herd diagnosis. Farmer treat the animal, treated diseases, and amount of medicine are recorded in DMS, and DMS calculate uses and current stock of medicine. And it is important to say that the farmer can't treat an animal without an herd diagnosis for the specific disease. And to follow up, we do provide different kind of reports in DMS, like benchmarking and reports. I'll get back to that. So data are used for farmer veterinarian advisors and for documentation for the authorities, and we do different kind of statistic on herd and national level. Then I've tried to do the self-made description of the journey of medicine. We do have the important stakeholder, which is the farmer, the veterinarian, and the pharmacy. And what happens is that, as I said before, the farmer gets an agreement with the veterinarian. The veterinarian describes the herd-specific diagnosis. Medicine is prescribed, and medicine is handed out from the veterinarian or the pharmacy. The farmer will discover a disease and use the relevant herd diagnosis and treat the animal and record the disease and the medicine used, and this can also be done by the veterinarian. And then now this was the process. Now I'll try to describe the journey of the medicine data, which will be between all these entities: the veterinarian, the pharmacy, the DMS, or more correctly, the SEGES central cattle database, and the ministry system VetStat. And of course, the farmer is actually the most important stakeholder. So you see that of course, there will be an arrow from the pharmacy to the veterinarian, and then there will be data reported from the veterinarian to DMS, also from the pharmacy to DMS. The farmer will do his registration on the specific animal and register the medicine usage on the specific animal, and data will be then transferred from the central cattle database to the authorities, but not on animal level, but on herd level, because it's not mandatory that the authorities should know about the usage on the single animal. And there can also be this traffic of data, but of course vets that keep track of the complete use of data on the specific herd. And data here is used for controlling that they do not have an overusage of medicine. So now when we have this data, looking from a farmer point of view, we try to generate some more value out of this data that has to be reported anyway. So from the medicine data flow, we get the medicine usage and we get the number of diseases per cow. So we do have this system where we, from different kind of sources, can process data in our data warehouse and provide them in different kind of analysis and reports. I will demonstrate a few of them. One is when we had the disease recording, and I'm sorry for this being in Danish, but I'll try to explain it anyway. We do have here, this is a very dynamic report built in the Microsoft Power BI platform, where we are able to filter between different kind of diseases, days from calving, lactation number, period, and even groups. We can we do provide information about number of disease registration, number of animal, and how many animals we do have in total in the herd. We do provide this overview of the incidence of different diseases, always rank with the most diseases at the top, and you can filter here, and by clicking of one of the diseases, and you'll get the information about that. And here we provide the number of diseases in days from calving, and also which kind of main group they belong to. So the farmer and the veterinarian here are able to do some analysis about how diseases are progressing, increasing, or what they are, and can take actions against that. Another kind of overview is our daily dashboard, which is also in DMS, where we collect indicators from a lot of different business areas within the dairy production. There's the milk, there's reproduction, there's health and feeding. And what we show here is a different kind of indicators. And if it's green, it's within the limits that has been set by the farmer, and maybe in cooperation with his advisors. Or if it's red, it's outside. So this is very much used by the farmer. Of the 3,000 dairy farmers we would have more than 1,500 looking here each day. It's used for providing this overview, but also to discuss with the employees where to take actions. And you can see that the disease treatments is part of this overview as well. So this is an example how we use data for giving advice about where to improve the herd. The last one I have is what we call the benchmarking system, where we have more than 130 key figures, and here I've shown a few of them, which is mostly the disease related key figures, just to explain the system. I've done some translation here, where you can see at the top we have the key figure, we have the actual achieved number, we do have a reference with value which is, and I should say the achieved is the average for the last 12 months. And we can see the value 12 months before that. We might have a goal. And then we have the benchmarking groups. And if we look at, for example, the yield in energy corrected milk per year, we see that this herd has more than 11,000 kilograms per cow, and a little more than last year. And we also see that it's when we rank them, it's at the right side of the picture. We see it is a number 506 out of 1190 in the group that compare to, and we can even see where it is placed on this scale, which we show green when it's good and red when it's not so good. We also here I've taken the key figures with nutritional diseases, feed and leg diseases, reproduction diseases, other diseases, and other diseases. So it's possible to see for the veterinarian and the farmer how is the situation on this specific farm. And this is just an example how we use the data that are reported anyway when he had to register when he's using the medicine for treatment. So this was what I had for you today. So I will say thank you for your attention, and you're welcome to contact us for further information. Thank you.
Thank you, Johannes, for your very insightful presentation. And let's hope that others will learn from this and will contact you to see how they can use this for their own practice. Thank you.